In the top stories, the saga involving a 14-year-old Springer Memorial student takes a new twist. The tipping fee is up for review, and West Indies Under-19s are through to the Youth World Cup semi-finals. Welcome to Nation News for Monday, February 8, 2016. I'm Natasha Beckles.
Private and public sector leaders, Barbados' best employers, BBE, is back. Organizations, large or small, private or public sector, enter BBE 2016 now. Benefit from an independent staff survey and much more. All interested in improving staff engagement and productivity, here is the catalyst to get you moving. Our theme, maximising productivity, building a better Barbados. To enter, visit our website or call us at Caribbean Catalyst.
The highly publicized suspension of a 14-year-old Springer Memorial student has entered a new phase. Her mother, Alicia Weeks, called the police to the school on Monday after the girl was reportedly escorted to the school gates by Principal Pauline Benjamin. The girl has not attended classes for almost 8 weeks after initially being suspended for her refusal to pick up a wrapper. Ms. Weeks says she was told last week that the child is no longer on this roll at Springer and would be trespassing if she returned. Hours later, Chief Education Officer Karen Best said the child had been transferred to Ellerslie Secondary and the mother had been made aware. Earlier in the day, Ms. Weeks had insisted that she was not provided with any documentation about the transfer.
And the Ministry of Education has not contacted me, no one has wrote me. So if you send your child to school and the head teacher is calling you and telling you she will not be attending any of my classes, I have a letter stating from the ministry she is not allowed at Springer. Come and pick up your child. I came, I picked up my child on the advice of my lawyer, brought her back to school last week on Thursday, spoke to the head teacher in the presence of the deputy principal and another teacher, asked her for the relevant paperwork which states that my child is not allowed at Springer. She's sitting there and she's looking at me all surprised. You need to take it up with the Ministry of Education. I said, the Ministry of Education has not called me. No one has called me, no one has wrote me. I am not just showing up at the Ministry of Education. If my child is off the books, then I should at least have the relevant paperwork when you asked me to pick up my child from since last Tuesday. So to be here this morning at Monday with the same issue going on constantly. And I am so upset.
Environment Minister Dr. Dennis Lowe says the controversial tipping fee will be reviewed to ensure that everyone who generates waste pays for its management and collection. He said any new fee would be manageable and within international law and expectations. Dr. Lowe has also said the fee would not discriminate against anyone. Speaking to the media following a tour of several beaches on Monday, he however said the tipping fee remains in place for now and should be paid. The fee, which went into effect on May 4th last year, requires waste haulers to pay $25 per ton or part thereof for waste deposited at the Sustainable Barbados Recycling Center. A number of waste haulers complained that the fee threatened the survival of their businesses. The charge has also been blamed for an apparent increase in illegal dumping. The Ministry of Health has disclosed that the 3 latest confirmed cases of the Zika virus have occurred in pregnant women. The latest results from the Caribbean Public Health Agency bring the number of confirmed cases to 7. According to a statement from the ministry, the 3 women have been notified of the results and have been counseled. Massey Distribution has donated 40 mosquito traps to the Ministry of Health in an effort to help eradicate the Aedes aegypti mosquito. Acting Chief Environmental Health Officer Desmond King said the traps would go a long way in fighting the mosquito-borne Zika virus. They will be placed at the airport, seaport, geriatric hospital, Queen Elizabeth Hospital, and other places with a lot of human activity. The trap attracts and kills both larvae and adult mosquitoes. Brand manager from Massey Distribution, Ron Hope, gave further details about how it works.
She lays her egg in the trap and the larva emerge. The actual larva side, then she will take it to every site that she visits. We know the Aedes aegypti mosquito loves to lay her eggs in multiple sites. She's kind of a smart mosquito. She doesn't put all her eggs in one basket. Therefore, as she moves around, she moves the actual larvicide to all of the sites that she actually lays her eggs. When they hatch, we know the mosquito has 4 different stages. It will not emerge to the adult stage. As well, the fungus that actually she takes out the trap will actually grow up on her body, render her, kind of inoculates her after 8 to 10 days, and she will die because she will not have the urge to actually feed and pass on the India virus or chickenpox.
People in St. Michael's Southeast could soon be eating the produce they grow in the Pine Basin. Word of this comes from former Democratic Labour Party candidate for the area, Patrick Tannis, who has once again indicated an interest in representing the area. Speaking during a press conference over the weekend, Mr. Tannis said 21 acres of land will be cultivated by at least 80 people from various communities in the constituency.
Now, the land will be used for farming, and we're going to involve ourselves in various areas of farming. I think this is a groundbreaking, revolutionary, inspiring, phenomenal piece of architecture by the minister, because it allows for us to earn income to feed those persons who do not currently have jobs. So you can see the benefit to the communities of this program.
Excess produce will be sold in an effort to fund other community projects, including a model search, ride-a-thon, and various sporting tournaments. The project is expected to earn $200,000 in the first year and $1.2 million annually in the following years. The commemorative broken trident has made its way to Sharon Primary School. The symbol of the 50th anniversary of independence celebrations arrived at the St. Thomas School on Monday. In her address to students, MP for the parish Cynthia Ford said Barbados has made great progress over the years. She urged the children to build on the hard work of their foreparents.
The houses were small, some of them were run down, our roads were bad, our schools were not so good either. But today, thank God, we can say successive governments have invested in health, education, infrastructural works, and so on to build up Barbados. And our country today, in 2016, is at a level where many developed countries are. So let us thank God for our foreparents who would have made tremendous sacrifices to raise many children. The parents of those days didn't have only 1 or 2 children. Some had 10 children, 15 children in a household. But all of them were well fed, well disciplined, and very few of them ever were arrested by any police.
10 charities have received donations from Sky Mall as part of its Christmas promotion. During the competition, shoppers filled out entry forms with not only their personal information, but also the name of a charity they wanted to benefit. The YWCA's Breakfast Club emerged as the big winner, receiving $5,000 from Scotia Bank. Shernal Clark, the shopper whose name was selected, won $10,000. In sports, striker Armando Lashley was sweet like sugar over the weekend. He hit a hat-trick in DirecTV Paradise's 5-1 demolition of Phone Medic Repair Belfield when the Digicel Premier League football competition continued at the Wilde AstroTurf. It was Andre Bourne who got the rout underway in the 27th minute before Lashley struck. Christopher Atherley scored the lone strike for Belfield. Here are the highlights of the Paradise goals. West Indies Under-19s booked their spot in the semi-finals of the ICC Under-19 Cricket World Cup with a 5-wicket victory over Pakistan Under-19s at Fatala overnight. Set 228 for victory, the West Indies raced to 229 for 5 with 60 balls to spare. Wicketkeeper Tevin Imlak scored 54 and captain Shimron Hetmeyer 52 to nullify 113 by Umair Masood. He and Salman Fayaz rescued Pakistan, who had been reduced to 57 for 5. West Indies will play Bangladesh in the semi-finals, while India will be up against Sri Lanka. And finally, A lock of John Lennon's hair is expected to sell for $10,000 at a Dallas auction later this month. Heritage Auction says the 4-inch lock was collected by a German hairdresser who trimmed Lennon's hair before he started shooting How I Won the War. The dark comedy, released in 1967, follows the World War II misadventures of British troops led by an inept commander. The auction will be held on February 20th, and Heritage says it will include other rare items linked to the Beatles, such as a signed photograph of all 4 members. And that's Nation News for Monday. For more news, log on to nationnews.com as well as YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Remember to pick up your Daily Nation on Tuesday or subscribe to our e-paper. Thank you so much for joining us.